This segment brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
Okay, so now we're in one of the exam rooms that we would use for horses after they get checked in. There's kind of a large area where they kind of unload. Maybe the student would do the exam. But this room gets used quite a bit. Could you explain a little bit about the room that we're in right now?
Yeah, so it's one of our general exams rooms. Sometimes we refer to it as the colic room, but we will see a lot of different horses, not necessarily just colic in this area. But the room, we have a set of stocks here that we're going to usually try to get your horse in. Not always successful, but that's usually we do our exam in the set of stocks. And this is actually where we're going to do our general workup. So we're going to get basic physical exams, so temperature, heart rate, respiratory rate. We're going to listen to the heart and the lungs. Do we need to pass a tube? Do we need to do a rectal exam? Do we need pull-outs and ultrasound? So we'll do all those things. And in some situations, we have a pretty critical horse. We may have multiple veterinarians here doing things simultaneously. Students will be involved. They'll be involved in doing things like listening to the heart, getting that temperature, that sort of thing. So this is that area we can do it. We also have a set of scales over here so we can actually get accurate weights on our large patients.
Yeah, and I think that's something too is when they come here, usually the owner, depending on the case, but they sure can be back here and are communicated during the process. So it's not like you drop something and you have to wait in some little room to figure out what's going on. We try to keep people involved. And yeah, you can look in here sometimes and there'll be like 8 different veterinarians and 8 students and all doing different things and communicating with each other, depending on the case. Even like anesthesiologists will come in here if it's going to have to go to surgery, they'll get stuff ready from here too.
Yeah, and that's the big difference between when we work on large animals or equine in particular, the owner is part of this. And so in small animal, maybe you've had that experience where they've taken your dog, taken it to a different room, and you're not around for the examination. That's not going to be the case in this situation. We're working right with the clients, right with the horses. And so the clients are involved. They're involved with asking questions. So all those sort of things.
Yeah, in the decision process, I think you guys do a great job of just communicating where they're at, even financially. What are some options? Here's what we have. And so I think that's a big part of it, that maybe some people kind of are hesitant of coming because they think everything is just going to be, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. But I think there's different options, and we work with the client and trying to figure out what's best for the patient for sure, but also for that of the client.
Yeah, and that's something that's really, when I talk to my students, one of my jobs is to know exactly what things cost, and it's the client's money. The client's going to decide how they want to care for their horse. So we usually come up with some different options, different plans, explaining those options and plans to the owner to understand what they're getting into.
I think all those things are great, and I think that I sure appreciate you kind of shedding light a little bit on that area for that of owners. If you guys have any questions or concerns, just give us a call here at Kansas State Veterinary Health Center, and either about your patient or even about the facility. We'd sure be welcome to any aspects and talking to you on that. Thank you, Dr. Beard, in talking today. And I'm Dr. Chris Blevins for Horsin Around, and we'll see you around.
The new Better Horses Network is worldwide. Presented by Lucas Oil. Featuring worldwide radio and TV with iconic hosts like Al Dunning, Sharon Camarillo, Ernie Rodina, Lindy Birch, and Craig Cameron. With American Cowboy, Horse and Rider, Brushy Creek, Cavenders, and Ride TV. Worldwide radio and TV. The all-new Better Horses Network.